Without the village, we couldn't do what we do. I just feel stronger, for one, which makes me feel great. Just worry about how you're going to do it. I can still go on a trampoline without wetting myself. I couldn't sit here and say I do it all on my own, because I don't. I have a huge family. I'm one of 7 siblings. My mum and dad are incredible. Joe comes from a family where they're really helpful as well. And without the village, and I'm not joking, it's a full village.
Yep.
Without the village, we couldn't do what we do. I couldn't take the opportunities that I've taken because I wouldn't have anyone to take care of the kids. And me and Joe always wanted it to be, you know, within our family as much as we possibly could. And I think anyone who's looking, thinking, does he do it? How does she do it? Should never think that. Just worry about how you're going to do it, because everyone's circumstances are different. Everyone's life is different. We have the privilege of family and help and people who will step in and go, do you want us to do this? Do you want us to help with that? That's an absolute privilege. And we wouldn't be able to do that without that. I've got friends, you know, who have got kids and no family around them and no help, and they're working jobs, and the childcare costs more than the job that they're earning, but they need to go out for their own sanity. And people are just trying to make ends meet and get through the breadline. And my situation isn't applicable to everybody else's situation. I'm in a really privileged position, I feel, you know. So that's how I think I have the privilege of help, friends, family. I also have the privilege of less financial worries than most people because of my job. So all of that kind of is on my side. And I think I wouldn't ever want anyone to look at me and be like, oh, how can I achieve all of those things? Well, if you had my mum, my dad, my sister, and everybody else helping you in between, you would. Do you know what I mean?
Beautifully put. And from a lifestyle point of view, because I want to get into that, you have a lifestyle that allows you to keep doing these things. We hope. We're going to find out in a minute. So in a minute, we're going to look at how you cope with stress. We're going to look at how well your sleep recovers you. We're going to look at your fitness level and more. So we're going to find out some of these. And if we take a sort of step back and say, let's look at some of those things in detail, because I think people would be really interested in what you do.
I'm interested.
Well, I want to start with, actually, we've seen a lot more content around fitness recently from you.
Yes.
And some really exciting fitness work. So what's your relationship with fitness, and what does that look like on a weekly basis?
I've always, since I was a kid, been sporty, like really enjoyed sports. I'm very competitive. I love a competitive game. But I had 3 children in 4 years. So after I had my last little girl, I just thought, that's it. I'm definitely not having any more. Honestly, my womb cannot cope. So I'm going to stop, and I want to get back into the things that make me feel good, and I want to feel athletic again, because I did feel really unhealthy. Not unhealthy in the sense of I wasn't particularly like abusing my body. I just felt lethargic, and I just felt like I could feel better if I just got a bit of exercise in. So my sister's she's a master trainer at Barry's Boot Camp. So she's been waiting for me to get on this fitness journey for so long. And as soon as I said it, she was like, right, that's it. We're going for it. This is it. You're gonna fall back in love with it. And I didn't believe her, and I'll be honest with you, for the first 3 months, I just thought, why? Why would anyone do this to themselves? Why would anyone put them through this, you know, a horrible feeling? But now I love running. It's so weird.
That alone is such an interesting message. And because you physically didn't enjoy exercise.
Not at all.
And now, is the feeling during exercise changed?
No, I'd say the feeling during exercise is I'm going to die.
Excellent.
Still. But it's the feeling afterwards. I feel like I just feel stronger, for one, which makes me feel great. You know, I'm picking up all of my kids all of the time, even just getting them in and out of the car seat, getting the pram out the boot, all of that stuff is effort. After 6 months of training, I feel like it's so much less effort to do those things, and playing with them when they want you to pick them up and throw them around and jump them up. Just having the strength to do it, and to do it with ease, feels so good. And I think that's what really feeds into me wanting to go back to the gym the next day, is how I feel afterwards, and how I feel after like doing it for a long time.
That's a beautiful functional example. I think, you know, that ability to hold a kid and to move things in and out without help is crucial. And is it mostly strength training for those people who sort of love the detail? Cardio, strength, flexibility?
I do a bit of everything. So with my sister, we do Barry's a couple of times a week, which is more high intensity interval training, which is more cardio for me. I pick up smaller weights and I just do it for the cardio.
Yep.
And then at least 3 times a week we try and do some kind of weight training. Because I remember you said to me, once you hit 35, all your muscle mass depletes and you're not going to be able to do anything. So start weight training. I was like, okay.
Your great-grandparents got something from drinking water that you probably don't. Over the last century, we've made water safer to drink, on the whole, but something has been lost in the process. Natural water sources once provided essential minerals that our bodies evolved with over thousands of years. Today's water, even premium bottled source water, contains 78% fewer minerals than it did just a century ago. In fact, you'd have to drink 1.5 bathtubs to replenish the minerals that you lose in a litre of sweat. So if you think your water is hydrating you optimally, think again. Pure Sport, a company that I personally trust and use, solves this problem for high performers through their ultra electrolytes, a science-backed ratio of electrolytes in one single sachet. Optimize your hydration and leave the bath for bathing. Use our exclusive discount code EE10 at www.puresport.co for 10% off.
None of this is for what I look like or, anything like that. It's all I'm so conscious that I want to grow old with my kids and be able to still do the same stuff and be fun with them and run after them. I want to be functional. I want to feel I just want to feel good. And also mum has like different problems and stuff with her mobility. So I don't want to end up like her, but I want to do the absolute most that I can to protect myself as I get older.
Beautiful examples. And I think that delaying of aging is a crucial piece. Being functional is a crucial piece. Did you post your last daughter have to do any sort of particular postnatal work? Or
no, I thought, every child I'd just have like a more ruined postnatal journey, but apparently I think my muscles have got stronger and stronger after each child. I've been absolutely fine. I can still go on a trampoline without wetting myself. I've never had issues there. I might have them as I get older, but I also am one of them weirdos who does the pelvic floors all the time. Like now you've mentioned it, I'm sitting here thinking, I better do it. I better do a pelvic floor.
And it's not that weird. It might be weird.
So weird, but I'm obsessed with it. Like I don't want to wet myself when I laugh. Do you know what I mean? And when I've been pregnant, at the end of pregnancies, I definitely have that feeling that I'm out of control. Exactly. So I've always been really weird. And I had Zachary when I was 17, and I remember the nurse saying it to me that, if you don't do your pelvic floors, everything would just go south. And that scared me as a 17-year-old. I thought, I don't want to be wetting myself like when I laugh at 17. So it really ingrained in my head. And yes, I'll be washing up and I'll be like, Joe, like, are you all right, Joe? Joe will be like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, just do pelvic floors.
So have you done them since 17?
Always, since 17.
That's such a great example.
But really I had a baby at 17. No one has a baby at 17, do they?
No, well, people do, but they probably don't have the discipline to do the pelvic floor work. It's a crucial piece.
I don't think it's discipline. I think it's education. I think like when that midwife who said to me, this is what happens if you don't do pelvic floors, gave me great advice. Yeah. And some people don't get that same advice, especially not 15 years ago. So I think I was lucky. I think I had really good advice. And I'm also a really paranoid person, as you know. So good advice plus paranoia equals life change.
Compliance.